of wetland. Wetlands are important and varied ecosystems that are defined by the seasonal or permanent presence of water, which fosters the growth of plants with specific adaptations. These habitats come in a range of forms, each with distinct species and features, such as bogs, ferns, marshes, and swamps. With the exception of Antarctica, wetlands can be found on every continent. They differ greatly in terms of size, location, and climate, cited by Mitz and Gosling 2015. As described by Smardon 2014, wetlands are characterized by their hydrology, or the presence of water at or near the surface, and by their hydric soils, which are high in organic matter but low in oxygen. Water-loving plants such as mangroves, sedges, and cattails are supported by this environment. Given that they provide habitats for numerous species, including rare and endangered ones, wetlands are essential to biodiversity. By removing impurities from the water and serving as organic flood barriers, they aid in water purification. Furthermore, through sequestering carbon dioxide, wetlands contribute to climate regulation.
During the 1980s, the Kota Kinabalu wetland was uncovered by a team of environmentalists who had explored the Lika Swamp and advocated for its preservation. Then the Likas Wetlands Sanctuary Management Committee was established by a group of environmentalists and birdwatchers in Kota Kinabalu to protect the final portion of mangrove forest on the Kota Kinabalu coastline. Then, the wetland was declared as a protected area as a bird sanctuary under Section 28 of the Land Ordinance, Cap 68, with the aim to help foster better understanding and awareness on the value of the wetlands. It was also designated as a cultural heritage site under the state's Cultural Heritage Conservation Enactment 1997. Subsequently, in December 2000, the bird sanctuary was officially established under Section 28 of the Land Ordinance, Cap 68, and publicly referred to as Kota Kinabalu Bird Sanctuary, coinciding with the declaration of Kota Kinabalu as a city. In 2006, the Kota Kinabalu City Bird Sanctuary underwent an official renaming to Kota Kinabalu Wetlands with the aim of highlighting the conservation of the wetlands ecosystem rather than solely centering on the birds. The Ramsar Convention, also called the Convention on Wetlands, aims to stop the global decline of wetlands and to protect the ones that are left through sustainable use and management. Kota Kinabalu wetlands have been declared as a Ramsar site in 2016. There are three objectives of this wetland as Ramsar site. The first one is to promote conservation of wetlands in Sabah and the variety of plants, birds, and other kinds of living organisms found in them. Next, to raise public awareness and appreciation of the wetlands and public involvement in protecting wetlands. Last but not least, to manage Kota Kinabalu wetlands as a model wetland center for the purpose of conservation, education, recreation, tourism, and research.
Biodiversity of Keke Wetland. Kota Kinabalu, the rich and varied ecosystem of the Sabah, a Malaysian wetland, is essential to preserving the area's natural equilibrium. Numerous species belong to various trophic levels, occupy distinct niches in the food chain inside the marsh. By completing photosynthesis, primary producers like mangroves and aquatic plants like Rhizophora and Avicennia species create the foundation of the food chain. At the second trophic level, these plants and algae are consumed by primary consumers, which include small fish like mullet, crabs like fiddler crabs, and insects like dragonflies and beetles. Preying on the primary consumers are the third trophic level secondary consumers, which include reptiles like monitor lizards, larger fish like catfish, and birds like kingfishers and herons. Top predators are tertiary consumers at the fourth trophic level, which include mammals like otters and giant birds of prey like eagles and ospreys. Even though they are not usually classified as belonging to the trophic levels, Decomposers like bacteria and fungi are essential to the breakdown of dead organic matter and the recycling of nutrients back into the environment. Because of the intricate network of trophic levels this structure provides, nutrients are continuously cycled, maintaining a strong and resilient ecosystem. The wetland's richness highlights the value of conservation efforts and offers biological advantages, including nitrogen cycle and varied habitats. To ensure the balance of this complex and vital ecosystems, wetland preservation, pollution management, and adopting sustainable practices are critical to the wetland's productivity and health. The wetlands can be divided into three zones: the core area, the buffer zone, and the transition area.
There are three primary objectives of the conservation efforts at Kota Kinabalu wetland. First, the promotion of wetland conservation in Sabah, emphasizing the protection of the diverse flora and fauna inhabiting this ecosystem. Wetlands serve as critical habitats for numerous species of plants, birds, and other organisms, playing a crucial role in maintaining biodiversity. Second, there is a strong focus on raising public awareness and appreciation for wetlands. Educating the public about the importance of wetlands and involving them in conservation activities can lead to more robust and community-driven conservation efforts. Third, the management aims to position Kota Kinabalu wetland as a model wetland center, serving purposes beyond conservation, including education, recreation, tourism, and research.
The Kota Kinabalu wetland faces a range of threats composing both human-induced and environmental factors. One of it is overuse of food resources. Residents in the area are using natural resources like fish and crab excessively for economic purposes, which is causing severe ecological issues in the Kota Kinabalu wetlands. This overuse often involving illegal harvesting and poaching of aquatic resources that can disrupt the balance of the ecosystem, reduce population of species, and has negative impacts on local biodiversity and community livelihood. This action threatens the sustainability of the wetland environment. The illegal hunting, capturing, and harvesting of aquatic species such as fish, crab, prawns, and other marine organisms have multiple harmful effects on the Kota Kinabalu wetland. By depleting this species population, natural food chains within the wetland are disrupted. It not only endangers the survival of targeted species but also affects predators and other organisms that depend on them for sustenance. For example, birds and larger fish that feed on smaller aquatic species may face shortages of food, leading to declines of their population. Additionally, these activities significantly impact the biodiversity of the Kota Kinabalu wetland. The loss of key species can result in decreased genetic diversity, making the ecosystem more susceptible to diseases and environmental changes. It can set off a chain reaction where the decline of one species contributes to decline in others, gradually compromising the overall health of the wetland. Moreover, the ecological imbalance caused by excessive use also affects the physical environment of the wetland. Removing certain species can lead to the overgrowth of others, such as algae, which can suffocate waterways and degrade water quality. It not only harms aquatic life but also impacts surrounding flora, including essential mangrove trees that stabilize wetland soil and protect against erosion. Another threat that Kota Kinabalu wetlands faces is vandalism and trespassing. Acts of vandalism and trespassing have emerged as a significant challenge, compromising the integrity and functionality of the wetland infrastructure. Particularly concerning is the theft of Bornean ironwood tree wood, which is essential for constructing bridge within Kota Kinabalu wetland due to its exceptional durability. The loss of this valuable timber has forced management to substitute with bamboo, which lacks the same resilience and is prone to breakage, thereby compromising the structural integrity of pathway and bridge. Furthermore, vandalism extends beyond wood theft to include damage to various facilities and infrastructure within KK Wetland. Instances of scratching and defacement not only incur financial costs for repair but also disrupt visitor experience and compromise the aesthetic appeal of the wetland. These acts of destruction not only hinder conservation efforts but also diminish the recreational and educational value of KK Wetland, impacting the local communities and visitors alike. Addressing this challenge is crucial for preserving KK Wetland ecological health and enhancing its resilience against future threats. Last but not least is termites infestation. Termites infestation in the mangrove trees of Kota Kinabalu wetlands poses a critical ecological threat, significantly impacting the overall health and sustainability of this unique wetland ecosystem. Termites severely compromise mangrove growth by weakening their structure and impeding root development. It is concerning because mangroves play a crucial role in stabilizing coastal soil and providing essential habitats for diverse marine species. Infested mangrove trees often experience stunted growth and irregular root system, reducing their resilience against environmental stressors like tidal fluctuation and storm surge. Such weakened roots increase the risk of uprooting and erosion, further destabilizing the coastline.
To achieve these objectives, several conservation actions have been undertaken at Kota Kinabalu wetland. One significant initiative is the collaboration with the Department of Veterinary Services Sabah and the Department of Health Sabah to raise a sentinel flock for avian influenza monitoring, especially H5N1. This action is crucial in monitoring and preventing the spread of avian influenza, which can have devastating effects on bird populations and pose risks to human health. Next conservation action is in invasive species management. Kota Kinabalu wetlands have been addressing the issue of tilapia fish as an invasive species. Tilapia play as a role in nutrient cycling within wetlands ecosystem, which can enhance the growth of aquatic plants and improve overall water quality. An innovative conservation practice at Kota Kinabalu wetland involves designating specific areas where mangroves are not planted. This deliberate choice allows birds to access open water to feed on fish, promoting natural interactions within the ecosystem. Such practices highlight the importance of understanding and facilitating natural behaviors and interactions among species in conservation planning. Last but not least, Kota Kinabalu wetland also act as a sustainable tourism practices.
Can be concluded, the environment and the public benefit from numerous important services offered by wetlands. They play a crucial role in providing habitat for fish, waterfowl, and other wildlife, as well as in purifying polluted waters and mitigating the destructive impact of floods and storms. Additionally, wetlands offers diverse recreational activities, including fishing, hunting, photography, and wildlife observation. The benefits also apply to the Kota Kinabalu wetland. However, the Kota Kinabalu wetlands face serious direct and indirect risks, including exploitation of natural resources, vandalism, trespassing, and termite infestations. Over-harvesting of fish and crabs disturb the ecology, diminishing biodiversity and affecting local communities. Vandalism and theft, particularly of Bornean ironwood, endanger the wetlands infrastructure, while termite infestation harm mangrove trees, which are critical for coastal stability. Conservation initiatives are aimed at maintaining biodiversity, developing public awareness, and fostering sustainable tourism. Similar successful strategies are evident in Australia's Kakadu National Park, where collaborative management, invasive species control, water resource management, and public education have significantly preserved the park's ecological and cultural heritage, serving as a model for effective wetland conservation around the world.